WUSA 9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
6:16 is the time right now as we take a live look outside at, the nation's capital. Despite the inauguration being moved inside, we spoke to many people who say they still plan on braving those frigid temperatures to watch the transfer of power themselves as we took that live look outside right there. And there are brutally cold winds and it's going to be cold outside. We talked about that. You run the risk of frostbite and hypothermia.
Dangerous conditions.
Yes.
Annie joins us to talk more about the signs and the symptoms you need to pay attention to. Just don't ignore if you're outside today.
Definitely not. And even in Jackie's shot, she spoke to some people that have been lined up since 7:30 last night. So we've seen some dedication from folks in here at the nation's capital. This inauguration day is on track to be one of the coldest inauguration days in history. But despite that, again, people we spoke with say that they will not let that stop them from gathering around the district today and stand in line for the Capital One Arena. So I gathered some tips to help those braving this dangerous cold to stay safe. If you are going today, we know that there is going to be a lot of standing outside and waiting. We're talking hours. Frostbite can happen when in these extremely cold temperatures, especially combined with wind chills. And watch for these symptoms listed on your screen here. Red, pale skin, feeling of numbness, muscle stiffness, and maybe even blistering in severe cases. If you notice any of those symptoms, you want to take action immediately, quickly, and seek medical attention to try to get to a warm area. If you're able to even get to a faucet, you want to use that warm or tepid water to warm up your hands gradually, not hot water. This is a gradual process. Another risk is hypothermia. So here are the risks and symptoms for that. Slow, shallow breathing, confusion, memory loss even, drowsiness or exhaustion, maybe even slurred or mumbled speech. Also loss of coordination, fumbling hands, stumbling steps, and a slow, weak pulse. So those are some of the symptoms that you want to look out for. And Jonathan, the risk of frostbite and hypothermia, very high today, and you've been talking about this for leading up to the inauguration.
And really, Annie, especially tonight and tomorrow, that's what's going to be the coldest wind chill wise, and then by Wednesday, highs could even just be stuck in the teens a lot of areas. So this is going to be a long range problem. This is not just today. This is going to be tomorrow as well as Wednesday. I just dropped my weather clicker. Let me pick that up there. Knew that was going to happen one day. But in any case, through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're talking wind chills, sub-zero, and teens. Yes, so that means that you have to limit that time outside, as Annie was saying, even though, yes, you may say, okay, well, the inauguration was pushed inside. That doesn't mean that the threat is going to be over. Folks are waiting outside. You saw there in Jackie's report, they're outside Capital One Arena. Folks may be wanting to play in the snow outside of the inauguration today. I mean, kids are off, want to do some sledding, something like that. Well, dress in layers, limit the time outdoors as much as possible. Cold weather, yes, it is going to be setting up in terms of wind chill down to about 5 below at times. That's first today, Frederick County, 81 corridor. Then this evening into early tomorrow, the rest of this cold weather advisory goes into effect. That includes here in the district, and that means dangerous cold. Those unhoused folks, those with limited heat and resources, those are going to be the most affected by some of this. So take care of yourself and also of others, and keep those pets inside as well. 26 right now, EarthCam network clean and clear. So really the problem is the cold and some of the refreeze potentially from snow yesterday. Feels like temperatures at 16. Temperatures everywhere in the teens and low to mid 20s. So everybody is firmly below freezing. This is what you have to dress for this morning. 16 in the district, 9 degrees down into northern Virginia. Spoke about some of that refreeze. There's quite a bit of it around Sibyllsville. That's up in Frederick County at elevation. 8.1 inches of snow. Clarksburg at 2 inches. West Springfield at 1.3. Greenbelt saw 1.3. And Reagan National just under a ½ inch of snow. Middletown, another big winner up there in Frederick County. Damascus in Montgomery County getting 3 inches. Falls Church, Burke, all in Virginia, 1 inch. And Catholic University here in the city getting just under an inch of snow. Nice and quiet with our latest weather maker moving away here in the district. But look down south, all this moisture, this could produce a historic snowstorm. Places like Houston to New Orleans, Louisiana. I was just looking at some of the latest guidance. Could have over 8 inches of snow locally down there next 36 hours. So I guess for us, we're not going to complain too much, but it is going to be super cold. So this is serious impact. Look at the wind chill temperatures. Inauguration today, 9 in the district at noon. and it doesn't get better. Gets colder overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Some wind chills by midnight and shortly thereafter below zero. Could see some PM flurries, but nothing real consequential tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening.